So guys, welcome back to the channel. Montel Gordon here. Hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. That being said, in today's video, we're actually going to be discussing exactly how I went about closing not one, not two, not three, but 4 clients this month. Well, within a 30-day period, that is anyway. So what I'm going to be doing is jumping into this video, discussing and dissecting exactly how I did this, how you can replicate it, and how you can go about replicating this without having to do a single cold call or a single cold email. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this. So first and foremost, guys, before I get into this, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well if you're new around here. With that being said, I actually also want to congratulate one of my newest students called Emmanuel. So Manny, we call him Manny for short. Well, I call him Manny for short. I'm pretty sure he calls himself Manny as well. But I want to shout out to Manny because he actually went about closing a brand new client through cold emails as well. It was actually an e-commerce client as well. So I'll throw that up on the screen. I want to shout out to you. That is a student in the 4-week mentorship program. So if you guys are interested in, starting your own social media marketing agency or just getting some help at where you're at, I have a 4-week program where you basically get to work with me one-on-one for 4 weeks, and I teach you exactly what I know, all the systems I have, and I pretty much give you my entire business in like a plug and play form, if you will. You also get, private one-on-one mentorship with me. So it's very intimate, very live, very interactive, and that sort of stuff. So, but as you can see, the program pretty much pays for itself like tenfold, because if I can show you how to close client number 1, you can basically just take that, replicate it, and close client number 2. And that's the key with the program. If you don't have a replicable system to get clients or even set meetings consistently, you can't get clients consistently. So guys, that takes me on to my next point, which is, I've been able to close 4 clients this particular month using Upwork. So I'm going to be jumping into how I actually use Upwork, what I actually had to do, how you can replicate this yourself. And I'm pretty sure by now I've already thrown the screenshots up on the screen of the actual clients and their Stripe notifications that come through. Yes, I did take these outside of Upwork. You're not supposed to do that. Do this at your own risk, because if you get caught taking clients outside of Upwork, you are going to get your Upwork account banned. But if you don't do this, you kind of have to take the 20% fee on Upwork. I'll explain all of this in a second. But guys, yes, you can take clients off of Upwork. I don't know why people think you can't do it. Well, you're not supposed to, but you can do it realistically, and it's what I do with most of my clients as well. So what I'm going to be doing as well, guys, is just jumping into like what you can do in order to replicate this. So guys, first and foremost, what you want to do is obviously go to upwork.com. Now, if you're brand new to like social media marketing, social media management and stuff like that, or even just SMMA in general, what you want to do is eliminate all the kind of traditional problems you have to go through when it comes to starting a social media marketing agency. And what I mean by that is, look, if you're going to go out there and start reaching out to clients using cold emails and cold calls, here's what you're going to do. First and foremost, to even find your leads, you're going to end up on Google typing in, real estate agents in London or whatever your location is. Then you're going to have to go through all of those real estate agents, and you're going to basically kind of guess based upon certain criteria who can and who can't afford your services. So one of the kind of pre-qualifying criteria you would look for is, does this business already, use social media? Do they have a Facebook pixel installed? Are they running ads right now? Do they have a strong social media presence? How many staff do they currently have? Because if you can kind of work out how many staff they have, you can kind of see that they can afford to have, multiple staff. So they probably can afford your 1,000 per month service. That was the kind of old traditional thinking. It's kind of like the normal traditional way of going about starting a social media marketing agency. So what I've just said right there, going through all of that takes a long time to actually build a list of prospects, build what you call a lead list. I mean, you can use stuff like D7 Lead Finder, it's much quicker, but then D7 Lead Finder isn't as accurate as what you would do if you was doing it by hand, because you still have to find the business owner's actual email address. So all of this, guys, as you can see, takes a long time. And I'm the only dude on YouTube that will tell you that lead sourcing within itself is like having another 9-to-5 job. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you are going to go and find leads manually, especially like e-commerce leads manually, it takes so friggin' long that you are going to be so bogged down just finding qualified leads that you're gonna spend not enough time doing your outreach. So what I recommend you do, guys, if you're going down the more traditional route of, sourcing leads and stuff like that, is to literally just pay somebody to do your lead sourcing for you. Now, this brings me onto my next point. Why would you do all of that when you can just literally use Upwork? Not only that, but you can use Upwork to close clients really quickly and then use that money to hire lead sources so you can build a more traditional agency outside of Upwork. Now, let me break down what I mean by that. So a lot of these gurus are telling you to go to, Google, type in, e-commerce businesses, and go down and click on their Instagram, and then you go to their Instagram and you click that little icon that shows you more similar pages, and you go through and you lead source like that. That is a cool method, don't get me wrong, but it just takes so friggin' long to do all of that and then build a list of like 100 e-commerce businesses and then send them out, because it takes at least 100 100 emails for you to even get some sort of feedback. It's like a sample size, if you will. If you think about science in school, the more you test an experiment, the more times you test an experiment, should I say, and the more repetitions you get in, the more accurate your data is going to be, because your sample size is larger. So if you go through and find 100 e-commerce businesses, first of all, that's going to take you ages. Then you have to qualify them, find the actual emails, and then you have to send the emails to them, and you have to personalize your emails as well. That all takes a long time. Whereas with something like Upwork, you don't have to guess. There's no guessing games. Let me break down what I mean by that. Think about it. With Upwork, right, you're hitting people at the bottom of the funnel. Now, if you think about a traditional funnel, I'll throw one up on the screen for you guys right now. So as you can see, at the top of the funnel, it starts with like awareness, and then it's interest, and it's like action, desired action or something like that. And then it's at the bottom where it's like sale or something like that on the lines of that, basically. But as you can see, at the bottom of the funnel is where you kind of want to be introducing yourself and actually grabbing those clients. And that's what Upwork allows you to do. Think about Upwork. So if you guys are not familiar with Upwork, Upwork is it's a free to use platform in terms of you can actually sign up for free right now while you're actually watching this. Open a new tab, go to Upwork and create what you call a freelance account. Freelance account basically allows you to apply to jobs that other people have posted out. So think about it logically, guys. Why would you go about doing all this guessing game? As in, the traditional marketing agency, you're going to go to Google, you're going to find businesses in your particular niche, and then you're going to have to kind of guess who has the money to afford your services. Then you have to guess if they even need your services. Then you have to guess again whether or not they can like afford your services based upon who they are, how much staff they have, how their social media looks as well. Then not only that, you also have to guess if they're in the buying window right now. That's right there is a lot of guessing games. So thinking if a business is in the right buying window, if they can afford your services, if they need your services, if they even believe in your services, and if they're in the right space, time and place to actually afford your services. Those are all guessing games. With Upwork, I kid you not, it eliminates all of the guessing games, because think about it. These are people on the client's end. So on Upwork, you can have two types of accounts. You can have a freelancer account, you can have a client account. So client accounts are people who go onto Upwork, create an account to hire people. So these are people that have literally said to themselves, I need to hire a social media manager for my business, or a Facebook ads dude for my business, or a email marketing dude for my business. And they've literally sat down, gone to their computer, logged into, actually Googled for Upwork. They've actually gone to Upwork, they've created an account, and then they've actually, literally handwritten what they need in terms of their social media manager, Facebook ads dude, and they've posted that job out. So they have a burning desire. They're literally sat there qualifying themselves, putting their hands up saying, yes, we need a social media manager right now. So why would you not go and actually go onto Upwork and apply to those jobs when you know that these dudes are completely warm to the idea? Yes, it does cost a little bit of money, but I feel like, and when I say it costs a little bit of money, it costs in terms of, you have to buy connects in order to apply to a job. So when you apply to a job, it costs you around 1 to 6 connects per job. And I believe 60 connects is like $10 or something like that. And I apply to 10 to 15 jobs a day. So if you guys are wondering how many jobs I apply to, it's 10 to 15 jobs a day, just depends on the day, how busy I am. I also have the cold email stuff working for me as well. So I apply to 10 to 15 jobs a day. So yes, I am spending at least $10 a day, like at least $10 a day. It doesn't sound as bad as it I'm making it out to sound, because Upwork actually rewards you when you get invited to jobs and you actually get connects back. If you apply to a job, for example, and that person doesn't hire on Upwork, you actually get your connects refunded. I have never spent more than £140 on Upwork Connects. I'm not too sure how much that is in dollars. I believe that's like $170 for the entire month, that is, by the way. If you think about it, it's actually very, very cheap, because if you are working, even if your time's worth £5 an hour and you go and find 10 e-commerce businesses, I guarantee you that's probably going to take you about an hour anyway. So you basically just spent £10 just looking for e-commerce businesses and qualifying them. Now you have to go and email those businesses. That's probably going to take you another hour or something like that, if you're personalizing each one of the emails. And I can actually say that it actually does take around an hour to personalize. It takes about an hour and 10 minutes actually to actually personalize 10 emails to actually send out. Because if you're looking for the way how I personalize emails, where I'm actually looking for articles, mentioning their LinkedIn page, and actually personalizing like the proper being handwritten, then you are probably going to spend an hour to even 70 to 80 minutes on that. So there's another $10 right there. So you're spending $20 to apply, to send out 10 emails to 10 e-commerce businesses. Whereas on Upwork, you're only spending $10 to apply to 10 different jobs. So as you can see, it's actually half the price. It's not actually expensive. Not only that, but if you're looking to like advertising for your actual agency, you're going to be spending way more than that for a qualified call to actually be booked in, and you're going to be spending way more than that for your actually getting a client, your cost per acquisition. So with that being said, guys, what I did on Upwork to actually get these clients then. So first and foremost, the steps are: number 1, create a freelance account. Go and then look into all the other people, the top dogs on Upwork who are offering the same service as you. This is a hack right here, guys, so make sure you pay attention. Go and look at all the people who are offering the same service you are looking to offer on Upwork. For example, if you're looking to offer social media management and social media marketing on Upwork, you're going to go and type into the top bar social media management, and what you're going to do is look for freelancers also offering the same service as you, and you're going to filter out on the left hand side all the best candidates that are actually offering social media management. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at all the best profiles who've earned the most, who have the top rated profiles, and you're actually going to steal the good stuff off of their profile. Now it sounds a little bit unethical, but guys, believe me, this is the world we live in. I'm pretty sure you've heard the saying, good artists copy, great artists steal. So yes, steal some good shit. Now I'm not just saying just copy it outright. What you want to do is you want to read through it. What gets your attention? What would get you to sign this? If you was a client, what would get you to sign with this freelancer here and actually hire this freelancer? So that's what you want to kind of ask yourself, and then take note of all the good stuff you see, and do this for about 5 profiles. Find all the good stuff from 5 profiles and merge it into one to make the ultimate overall beast profile. There's no point guessing success, guys. Success leaves trails, so you might as well just go and use the success and the clues that the success has left behind. Because obviously if they've made 50k on Upwork and they've got 100% job success score, they are obviously doing something right. So take a look at their profile, go and see what they got in their portfolio, and make sure you go and create a portfolio very, very similar. If you don't have, this kind of takes me on to the second point, you want to make sure you have a good portfolio on there. If you don't have a great portfolio, here's what I recommend you do. Go and create sample posts. So most of the time on Upwork, people don't actually care if you have the most experience ever. They just are more worried about, can you speak English, fluent English? And are you able to write good captions, and are you able to create good content, especially if you're, offering something like social media management, which I kind of recommend you do if you're just using Upwork. I mean, you can get Facebook ad clients on there and stuff like that. I believe I had a student on there that closed I think it was either a Google ad client or a Facebook ad client for $3K in his first month or something like that. I believe that was money in the program, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like I said, you can use it for Facebook ads. I pretty much use it for social media management and social media management clients, and then I kind of use those clients as cash flow to fuel my lead, my first line writers to actually then reach out to e-commerce businesses. So that's kind of how I see Upwork. So my second point, I guess, would be, when you have a great portfolio, all you want to do is you want to make sure you take a look at what a good portfolio even looks like, and then replicate that by creating sample posts. And what you do for sample posts is you can literally go and find Instagram templates online. If you literally just Google Instagram post templates, and you will literally come across those Photoshop templates where you literally just drag an image in and drag it in, and it's already got graphics on them. And they're basically templates, basically. So what you do is you go to a place like unsplash.com and you download images and you throw them onto the template, and then you put your own little watermark on them saying your actual name, so people can actually see that you create this content. And all that's showing clients is that you are capable of creating good looking content. And that's pretty much most of the time, 99% of the time, what clients want on Upwork. So that's the second point. The third point is, when it comes to your cover letter, the same thing is what you're going to do with your cover letter. Go and create a client account on Upwork. So now I've told you to create 2 accounts. So you've created a freelance account and you've created your profile. That's where you're going to get hired and actually receive money. Now you're going to create a client account and you're going to post out what you call a fake job posting. A fake job posting is, you're going to pretend that you're a business. I know it sounds a little bit unethical, but this is what you call business validation research. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a client account and you're going to post a job out saying that you're, an e-commerce business and you're looking for a social media manager or whatever your service is. And then you're going to post that and you're going to wait for people to apply to your job, and you're going to look through all the applicants and see who has the best cover letter. And then what you're going to do is replicate their cover letter in terms of what methodology or what sort of lines kind of caught your eye. What are they saying in their cover letter that you like? And then you're going to do the exact same thing where you take the best 5 and you merge it into one cover letter, and now you have a seriously potent cover letter that you can go and use. So that's what I recommend for when it comes to your cover letter. Then what you're going to do is commit to this. This is the last step. You're going to commit to doing Upwork for 90 days straight without missing a single day. And what I mean by that is, you're going to take your cover letter, you're going to build out your portfolio, you're going to build out your profile like I've just shown you, based upon real successful profiles and other people that applied to your job and their cover letters, which are already successful. Because again, there's no point copying somebody's cover letter. And when I say copy, guys, I don't just mean you're just going to rip it. What I mean by that is obviously just take inspiration from it. But what you're going to do is you're going to start getting people applying to your fake job posting. And what you're going to do is look through the best ones, and you're going to keep the best ones. And when I say best ones, I'm talking the ones that catch your attention, the ones that come from people who are just killing it on Upwork. Their stats are, through the roof. They've earned like, 20K plus on Upwork, and they have like 100% job success score. They obviously know what they're doing. They obviously know what they're doing in terms of their cover letter. So you want to obviously take inspiration from that. And again, there's no point guessing success when you can literally just go and replicate the successful people based upon what they're already putting. So that's what I would recommend for that. Then the last point I want to make is you're going to commit to sending out at least 10 to 15 proposals each and every day for the next 90 days straight. So do the mathematics, break down how much it's going to cost you per month, times it by 3, because obviously 90 days is 3 months, and do not miss a single day. This is the key right here, guys. You want to literally cut off all the other noise in terms of if you're trying to do cold calls, it's not working. If you're trying to do LinkedIn and it's not working, if you're trying to do cold emails and it's not working, stop all of those for now. Just stop all of those for now. This is what happened to me, guys. I was trying to do 20 Facebook messages a day, 20 Instagram messages a day, and then like 5 cold calls a day. And I believe I was doing like 10 emails a day, something like that. All I know I was all over the place. I didn't have a solid strategy. I was just kind of like shotgun approaching it and just going from all directions, if you will. Kind of like shooting from all directions, if you will. I thought to myself, all right, well, this is not working, because I've sent out literally hundreds of, like, I wouldn't say hundreds of thousands, I was going to say thousands. I literally sent out hundreds, if not thousands of messages on Facebook, on email and stuff like that, and nothing was working for me back in the day. So what I did was I just took a look at myself, and sometimes you have to kind of just stop, and you kind of have to stop and slow down to speed up, if you will. Sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards, if you will. So I kind of stopped and was like, you know what, I'm not going to do any of this outreach. I'm just going to stick to Upwork right now, and I'm just going to do it for 90 days straight without missing a single day. I don't care how emotional I get, whether it's day 75 and I've still not got a client, I'm still going to push through to day 90. And I ended up getting my first client within the first 22 or 23-ish days. I believe it was actually 23 days or something like that. So, it cost me $230 or something like that to get my first client, which was a $600 per month client, actually based out in Trinidad and Tobago. I still remember them very vividly on Upwork. So it was $600 per month times 3, so that's what, 1.8K. And then I also upsold them on a funnel build, which I charged them $500 for, straight up in the first like day of working with them. And I was like super like happy, because I thought like that was like a baller kind of setup there, where I was like, I closed the client, then I upsold them again on like a funnel builder. So at the end of the day, guys, I ended up making $2,300 from them over a period of 90 days, minus obviously the connect fee, which was obviously, what was it, $230 or something like that. And to be honest with you, it was actually less than that. Like I said, some of the jobs don't cost you 6 connects, some of the jobs are going to cost you 4 connects. But at the very max, I just say it for like, I don't know, for like, to be harsh, I guess, $230 was the max I would have spent. Like, that's the absolute pinnacle, the absolute max I could have spent in that particular period, because I was only applying to 10 jobs a day, 23 days out of the 90 days. Ended up closing my first client, then I ended up just closing clients after client after client after client after client, and now I've closed 4 clients in a month. And this is exactly how I do it. I literally just kind of take inspiration from the top dogs. I then merge that into my own unique style. I then apply to jobs consistently, and I just stick to it consistently, guys. I also like to personalize my lines. When I write my cover letter, the first very line is like personalized, because they can see the line over the bill, if you will. Like when you get an email, for example, and you can kind of see what the email says, like a snippet of the email. Well, it's the same with Upwork. You want to make sure that little snippet thing is personalized to them and what they've said in the description. And that is literally the key, guys. If you watch this back, I'm telling you right now, you can build an agency however big you want it to be, as long as you've got the operations in place. Because obviously taking on smaller clients, but many of them operationally can put stress on the business. But believe me, it's easier ironed out than you actually think. So guys, with that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you can take this video, rewatch it, and just continuously digest it, and go out there and kill it and get some clients. With that being said, if you are struggling with any of this, or you need any help with this, or you're just not too sure, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram, or just book a call with me below. That's a completely free call. We'll actually be diagnosing exactly if you even need a program, if you even are a right fit for the program, what you actually need in terms of like moving forward from where you're at right now. And we'll just diagnose basically your situation, where you're at right now, where you're trying to go, and we'll just try reverse engineer like how you can get there the easiest way. It won't be a pushy like sales call. I'm pretty laid back, if you cannot tell already, if you're new around here. With that being said, guys, hope you're doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.